Sunderland, northeast England, one of the fattest regions in the UK, where a quarter of all adults are dangerously overweight.
We are one of the most obese countries in Europe, so we represent the worst area of the worst country.
Our cameras are back with the busiest NHS obesity unit in the country, on the front line fighting this epidemic, treating over 3,000 patients with controversial weight loss surgery.
Bariatric surgery, it works. There's a whole host of medical conditions that get better with your weight coming down. No magic tablet does that yet.
This is an NHS time bomb forecast to cost £50 billion by 2050.
I'm 10 days away from having a life-changing operation. I don't want to lose the chance that I've actually got.
How do you put a cost on a new life? Getting back into work, enjoying your family, becoming useful, feeling useful. I see somebody getting their life back.
For most patients, the weight loss ward is their very last chance. The weight loss team at Sunderland Royal Hospital see patients who have battled with food all their lives.
How we're doing on a weekend now?
They do these 12-ball perfect rolls and they're covered in chocolate. Oh, to die for.
A team of 50 specialist staff deal with a never-ending conveyor belt of people desperate for help.
Believe it or not, we don't have no chips in the house. If it'd be anything, it'd be a Mars bar.
Well, see, so I'm only going to die of obesity. I'm not going to die of cancer because I don't smoke, and I'm not going to die of cirrhosis of the liver because I don't drink.
You just got your weight problem.
Yeah.
Consultant surgeon Peter Small set up the weight loss ward 13 years ago.
Wind the clock back 10 years, and everyone was saying, "What an operation to get your weight down. Don't be balmy, just exercise more and eat less."
But getting to the operating table can take years. Each patient needs to be prepared psychologically for an operation that'll reduce their stomach size by 90% permanently.
If patients are not engaging with it, there'll be no success achieved. Full stop.
18 months ago, we started filming with 29-year-old Terry Gardner when he signed up to the weight loss ward. At 47 stone, Terry was the heaviest patient Sunderland Royal had ever seen.
If we don't take him to surgery very soon, the likelihood is he could die.
I initially lived in my living room.
He'd been housebound for a year, sleeping in his living room for 2 years, and he couldn't get through his bathroom door. Terry put his weight on after he separated from his wife, Leanne, after the birth of their second child.
We went through a bad patch, falling out of love, and that's what basically triggered me eating. 10 years on from that, I'm this trapped in my own body. I feel like my weight's just eating my life.
Now they're back together again, and Leanne has been supporting him in his decision to lose weight.
It's his last chance. If he doesn't do it now, he probably never will.
I want to be able to walk out the door. I want to be able to walk out the door with my children.
He was admitted onto the weight loss ward as an emergency. Over 3 weeks, the team attempted to re-educate him on his eating habits, but he struggled with the new regime.
Every day he's been buying 2 packs of Quavers and fizzy pop. That's not really what he's meant to be eating.
And lost no weight.
4.4. Friggin' it, man. I have to know how I've done that. I put 2 pund on, be all that friggin' chicken. Starting to catch up.
He's not cheating me, he's cheating himself.
But eventually, Terry accepted he needed to change. Under local anaesthetic, he had a temporary gastric balloon inserted that was then filled with fluid, reducing the size of his stomach by 50%. 6 months on, and Terry has lost 4 stone, and his life has changed. But at 43 stone, he's still the heaviest patient on the weight loss ward.
Got majority of my confidence back. I'm not bothered about what people think about my size or anything. I was the type of person that would just sit around the house, play on the computer, basically a house potato. Say 9 months ago, my head really wasn't in it too quick because I wasn't expecting it. I did actually struggle with my weight. I did like sneak things which I shouldn't have sneaked in. And upon that, I was given the opportunity to have the gastric balloon, and that worked for me. A lot more happy than what I was 9 months ago.
He's seen the benefits already, exercising, working with his kids. So I'm absolutely delighted with him. The penny dropped when he had the balloon in. It was no longer Mr. Friggin' Chicken.
But Terry is still morbidly obese and at risk of a stroke, heart disease and diabetes. He still has a long way to go. Terry is not alone in his battle against the bulge, and the weight loss team are seeing a new trend. Younger patients are coming forward for surgery, and some are from the same small towns.
As soon as you get one, then you start getting a queue. That person speaks to their neighbour, they wonder what's going on. That's why we get clusters.
Pigging out on chocolate, pigging out on crisps, pigging out on everything.
Terry and his friends Laura Lamb and David Harper all live in Hetton Le Hole. They're all 35 or under and aware of what's around the corner if they don't lose weight.
They don't want to develop diabetes, they don't want to develop high blood pressure, so they're doing it now before they develop these problems.
Terry sent me a message, how's it going? And I was like, I've just eaten chocolate.
29-year-old Laura is a full-time housewife and mother of two. She weighs 124 kilos, that's 19.5 stone.
So where are you with your diet then, as far as...
She's been seeing the weight loss team for 3 years.
At the moment, I don't have health problems. I'm one of the lucky ones, because all my family are like diabetic, and that could happen to me, so I want to do it, so I'm here longer for my kids.
Laura's married to 49-year-old bus driver Tony.
When I met my husband, when I was 16, I was about 8 stone. So really he should count his blessings because he's got more than 2 for 1, do you know what I mean?
Before Laura could be put on the list for surgery, she had to reach a weight loss target set by the medical team to show she's committed to eating less food.
The weight loss target is a minimal target. It is not very much. It's about starting to make the changes in simple ways and in ways that they can keep going. You know, but if you can get them to make better choices than they had before, by the time they come to surgery, we're hoping they're going to be in a better place with their eating habits.
But Laura failed to curb her eating, and she was refused surgery twice.
The fatter you get, the more you eat, the greedier you get.
Not defeated, on her 3rd attempt, Laura finally managed to shed the kilos, and she's on the waiting list for surgery. Now she needs to maintain her weight loss, and she's struggling.
I feel like my eating habits are creeping back up. Pure greed. And I suppose, I consider myself like a very honest person. And I suppose in that respect with food, I'm not. I don't really have a lot of fruit or salad in my diet. Maybe sometimes a bit of lettuce leaf, but covered in mayonnaise. You know, I could eat that with my dinner, that size. And like coleslaw, but I could eat like half a tub of that with my meal, and then big portions.
But Laura hasn't always been obese. It was only after the birth of her eldest son, Ben, that her weight spiralled out of control.
From having my son until he was 5-6 months old, I'd put 5.5 stone on. In that time, I had postnatal depression that was undiagnosed until he was 2.5 because I was frightened. I thought that I'd be accused of being a bad mum, and I think I just didn't cope, and I ate and ate and ate. No one kind of said, you know, you're getting fat. When I'm eating this, I'm like already thinking, what will I have later? The dog's eating your dinner now. I'd like quite now to have a chocolate bar, and I'd sit there and I'd eat it, and there'd be about 2 squares left, and I'd say to Tony, take that and eat that. Take them 2 squares, because otherwise I'm going to eat a whole bar.
After all her hard work, Laura needs to keep her weight down while she waits for her operation. Otherwise, she'll be refused surgery again. Round the corner, Terry is going to the weight loss ward to have his temporary gastric balloon removed.
6 months ago, I was like depressed with the way my weight is and everything. Now, I'm a lot more brighter, happier in myself. I spring back on my step. And hopefully I'm going to try to do this for myself now without the aid. It has been like hard for me, but that's something I want to do and I have to do.
273 kilograms, so that works out 43 stone.
Terry has maintained his 4-stone weight loss.
Fantastic. All the exercise I'm doing, it's better than anything.
His gastric balloon has to be removed after 6 months in case it perishes due to the acid in his stomach.
Hi, Terry.
Consultant surgeon Kamal Mahawa has got the job of removing it under local anaesthetic, but he also has to decide the next step for Terry.
The first option would be we take the balloon out and you continue to do what you've learned to do with the balloon and get your weight down. The second option is we take the balloon out and put a new one in for another 6 months. What are your thoughts?
I'm happy with that, yeah.
Shall we go for it then?
Yeah.
Perfect.
A second gastric balloon isn't standard procedure, but Kamal is worried about leaving Terry on his own without any dietary aid.
I haven't seen anybody as heavy as Terry. My thoughts are that a second period of balloon insertion will get his weight down further.
But with Terry being the heaviest patient on the books, Kamal needs a second opinion from top surgeon Peter Small.
To see what they feel. He's turned himself around, he wants to go all the way. However, looking at him, the question from you is, what do you think about his second period of balloon treatment? Yeah.
If he's lost that much, probably got enough space so we can try and do a bypass on him.
I personally won't, you know that.
A permanent gastric bypass would mean major surgery for Terry under a general anaesthetic.
I mean, I've now been doing bariatric surgery for nearly 4.5 years, and I'm totally in uncharted territory with Terry. Peter is more experienced and braver than I am. I wouldn't even think of doing a surgery on Terry at his weight. Hi, Terry.
Hi.
I've been talking to Peter Small about you. He's on his way down.
Terry's throat is numbed so the balloon can be removed.
That's like battery acid.
That's Mr. Small here.
How have you been doing?
Fantastic. Getting out more to do more exercise and everything.
Can we line you up in your bed so you're lying flat?
With 700 operations under his belt, Peter Small checks there's enough space in Terry's abdomen to perform the gastric bypass.
I'm just trying to imagine you on the table. I suggest what we do today is we get the balloon out, get you listed for a bypass, get you in about 6 or 8 weeks' time.
Didn't think it'd be that fast.
Well, you know, we've got to hit while the iron's hot.
Happy to do whatever.
The one thing I will warn you about is there's going to be an awful lot of loose skin on you. Now, that can be quite depressing, so I have to make you aware that you're going to have to get a liking for Lycra.
Thanks a lot, Peter, for coming down. We appreciate it.
It's good news for Terry. His hard work has paid off.
This is my exercise of the day.
We can expect 2 stone off with a balloon. He did better than that. He had worked with it.
Your name won't be easily forgotten in Sunderland bariatric team, I can tell you.
I've got grey hair. I've been here longer than some of the others, and I thought it was reasonable to give him a chance.
Gently does it, Terry, sir.
That's it.
Kamal drains the fluid, then removes the balloon. Without the dietary aid, Terry can once again eat whatever he likes.
So this is the time that you have to use to get your weight down as much as you can.
Okay then. Thank you.
Take care, Terry. He's lost half my body weight. I've been trying to lose 2 kilograms for the last 2 years. Terry's done it. It is significant commitment on his part, and I think we should not forget it. It's not easy on him.
It's now up to Terry to keep his weight down using willpower alone.
I didn't think you'd get it done that quick.
If he slips back into his old eating habits and gains weight, Terry will be refused surgery. The current cost of obesity to the NHS is £4.2 billion a year. Sunderland Royal's weight loss team are on the front line of the obesity epidemic in the northeast.
It's not just about losing weight, it's about getting good nutrition as well.
Yeah. Sometimes I would just have crisps and a biscuit.
Their patients spend on average 2 years preparing for surgery.
OK then, David, I'm just going to take your height.
And new patients arrive at a seminar where they're told what to expect.
Now, one of the things that we're struggling with is the number of patients who are coming through the door. We have 4 surgeons now. We have just recruited a 5th one. We actually need 8 of us.
35-year-old David Harper is friends with Terry. He's nearly 31 stone and at the start of his weight loss journey.
What's got us to where I am is I was big when I was a child. No pull and punch there. But what made us really balloon up, I think, is when I used to be a security guard. Nothing to do except drink lots of coffee, lots of sugar in it.
I was near a pizza shop, but to make sure I had enough going for during the night, I'd order the biggest one I had.
David also lives in Hetton-le-Holde and has been friends with Terry for 20 years. Hetton is an area of multiple deprivation with high unemployment and poor health, and the obesity rate both in children and adults is well above the national average.
This used to be a heavy industry area, and if you look at the other obese areas in the country, they were also heavy industry.
Certainly this area was a mining area, shipbuilding area, and all the northeast had quite a lot of high industry, active jobs. Obviously that's gone now.
What have our jobs been replaced with? I've got a lot of call centres around here, mainly sedentary. And if you're unemployed, what are you going to do for the day? I'm sure that nothing to do doesn't help matters. The only way we increase our calorie burn nowadays is to actually exercise. And that used to be how you lived.
For 200 years, Hetton grew around the mines, and the last one closed in 1986.
Steady away.
For 5 years, David has been a full-time carer for his dad, Albert, who is now paying the price of a lifetime down the pit.
Emphysema. He had a stroke in 2008, and I basically ended up being his carer. If the mines were still going today, would I have become a miner?
I know what it was like down being in the mine. And I wouldn't have let it.
Just wait a second. Steady away, man. I've always been a big person. Going through school and that, I was big. Got bullied and everything because of it. But I'd really ballooned up when I started working as a security guard because it wasn't as active. That's what it was. You be careful. I got comfortable with my size.
But David's obesity is taking its toll on him as he struggles with the physical effort of caring for his dad.
It's getting to a point where I'm having issues with health. I've got a bad knee. I'm sick of it. No, it's getting to a point where it's getting us down.
His mum died young of a heart attack, and with his dad's stroke, the family medical history doesn't bode well for David's future. He's already got high blood pressure, and at 31 stone, his obesity time bomb is ticking.
If you look at your family history, that's probably a very good pointer. If you don't operate on them, the likelihood is they're going to go on and develop those conditions. And once you start the disease, you've started the body process of it reacting to that disease.
I've been over there once.
Knowing what I have to do for my dad has given us insight into what people may have to do for me in the future, so I don't want that. It's a case of needs must, and it's not must at the moment, it's have to.
It was only 2 foot.
It's a good job you didn't suffer from claustrophobia.
Aye.
I can see why Dad wouldn't want us to do this because of where you can see how confined the spaces are.
Like David, Terry has also got a history of heart disease in his family. Like David, Terry's dad was a miner.
Brings back memories. I remember like my dad with his pit lamp and headlamp and everything, like, you know, and his overalls and that coming in. Him and his dad worked at the local colliery.
But when Terry was 8, his life changed forever.
My dad died when he was 39-year-old. He died of a heart attack. And that was really emotionally upsetting, like, but, you know. And it shot like a big impact on me. And that. just like shut down as a family. I've got my own family now. That's what's more important to me than anything in the world.
At 29 years old, Terry has never had a job.
Been on benefit the majority of my life. By losing all my weight, I'm hoping to actually get myself sorted out and get more mobile than what I am at the moment and try and get out there and possibly find a job.
But with his operation in 2 weeks, Terry's got to concentrate on losing some weight. He's on a diet designed to reduce the size of his liver by using up its fat reserves, so the surgeon will have more room in his abdomen to operate.
I started a pre-op diet 10 days ago. It's been a challenge.
For most patients, the diet is 10 days, but the weight loss team are taking no chances with Terry, and they've put him on it for 20.
Yogurt, milk, and 1 bowl of vegetable soup a day, which I'll be making homemade with cauliflower, peas, etc. going into it. Eat a lot of fruit for snacking rather than crisps or chocolate. I'm trying to cut down for the better of like myself and the family and everything. I'm 10 days away from having a life-changing operation. If my liver wasn't the right size, you can actually be refused surgery and put back on the waiting list. I don't want that. I'm determined not to be that person. Nice.
A few streets away, Laura is waiting for a date to start her liver-reducing diet. But for now, she's making the most of being able to eat whatever she likes.
This is my snack drawer. I've got one with sweets and chocolates and biscuits, the other one with crisps. I love custard cream, so I'm going to have custard creams. Oh, and a Mars bar. And my new addiction, these yoghurts that you have to eat in 2s. I think that's why they're made like that.
If Laura gains weight before the date of her operation, she'll be refused surgery.
The kids can be limited to something per week, not to the extreme of spending £40 a week on sweets and crisps and chocolate. Do you not want anything?
No, thanks. I ate yesterday.
Like many of Sunderland's weight loss patients, Laura has a number of possible triggers for her weight gain in her past.
I've had a brilliant childhood. My parents still are fantastic. In my childhood, I also lost my best friend, killed in a car accident. So I don't know why, but I can't get over it. It doesn't matter what help I've had, I just can't get over it. And I think that's had a lot of effect in my life.
She's been on and off antidepressants since she was 15 and still suffers from panic attacks.
About 80 or 90% of the patients that come in are on tablets to elevate their mood. Mentally, almost universally, they're very depressed. People do comfort eat in reaction to stress.
The stories you do hear, it's heartbreaking. I don't think the general public understand why that person's fat.
What do you think of me being this size?
Well, I'd prefer you to be smaller. I'm just a bad person, aren't I?
Very bad. You made me fat. No, I know it's me. I know it's me who's done it.
As a last treat before her life-changing surgery, Laura and Tony have booked themselves on an all-inclusive holiday abroad. But the hospital have had a cancellation.
When I got the call, I was a bit like, oh, shit, it's going to happen.
Laura's now booked in for surgery a week after she gets back, and she'll need to start her diet of milk, yoghurt and vegetable soup whilst on the all-inclusive.
I'll literally be sweating like a fat bird. I'm going to try and be good. If I mess up, the outcome will be I won't have my operation, and then I'll be thinking, I've paid for this. I'm going to get my money's worth.
Sunderland Royal Hospital is home to the busiest NHS obesity unit in the country, where over 600 operations are performed every year. Terry Gardner has been on a special liver-reducing diet, and today he's going in for major gastric surgery, only if he's managed to keep his weight down.
I'm glad he's getting it done, but I am worried because there is a lot of risks for him. Even the kids have picked up on it.
Look at your face, missus. Good chocolate. You can tell you've been eating chocolate. See you later.
Green.
Be good for Mum, right? Bye.
Bye.
We'll see you tomorrow. Nervous about surgery? Yes, I am. I've been focused on it because I don't want to lose the chance that I've actually got.
265.6.
Fantastic.
Ooh, that's cracking.
265.
Good. Happy with that.
Terry's lost another 8 kilos. That's 1 stone 3 since he had the gastric balloon removed 8 weeks ago.
Well done.
Fantastic.
Get an idea of what we're facing tomorrow morning.
At 41 stone 11, the operation is not without its risks. Under general anaesthetic, the pressure on Terry's heart and lungs is immense.
Surgery carries a death rate. It is actually very low. If we are going to get a complication, it will be a leak. That is rare. It's about 1 in 100. There are risks of clots in the legs. So I'm going to kick you out of bed as fast as we possibly can. Good man. Right. We have an appointment at 9 o'clock. Cool.
The strain on Terry's respiratory system is of particular concern to the anaesthetist.
Making sure you're breathing safely afterwards. So we're planning to take you to the high dependency ward afterwards. So we can keep an eye on your breathing overnight. Okay?
Right. Yeah, that's fine.
Sleep well. I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay then, thank you. Bye. Wow. High dependency unit. Gives you more things to think of.
I've been friends with Terry for a while and I realised that he's gone through this for his health, and I realised that I'm in exactly the same boat. I want to get to what Terry's doing. I want to be able to lose the weight. I want to be able to get around.
Today, David has his first appointment with the dietitian at Sunderland Royal. And like every new patient, it's the time to be honest about eating habits.
I'm a bit naughty on the takeaways. Pizza, extra cheese.
Okay. What about cheese?
Oh, I love cheese.
Cheese?
Yes, cheese.
The weight loss team assess 24 new patients a week to find out where they're going wrong with their eating.
So that's 191.8, David, OK?
That's 30 stone 2. David's already lost 6 pounds, nearly 3 kilos since his seminar.
So if you just try and be as honest as possible and chat me through a typical day's diet.
My dad's a traditionalist, and Friday it's fish and chip day.
So are they fried or oven?
It'll be fried because we buy them from a chip shop.
Did you get any other takeaways at all?
We'll get maybe a kebab or something like that.
It's a big step for people to come along and chat quite openly about their diet. Okay. Do you have any desserts put in?
No. I had 1 block of chocolate off last week.
They may have had a traumatic experience in the past, and people do use food as a comfort blanket to make themselves feel better about themselves. I think we all do it to a degree, to be honest. So what is your plate size like? Fairly big plate.
Yeah.
Do you ever feel full?
To be honest, not really, no.
Our main concern from a surgical point of view is what happens when we take that comfort blanket away. What we need to do is get things under control.
When I was a kid, I was like, well, Mum, why am I fat? It was one of the things because she's big boned.
What healthy foods are.
But it was when the teasing started at school and that's when it became problematic for us. How many used to make excuses after excuses to try and get out of going to school. Oh, there's Fat Harper, there's Fatso. Constantly getting beaten up. When I went on my breaks, I stayed in the actual school building. I didn't go out because the constant worry of what's going to happen next.
So maybe if you cut the plate size down and eat it slower, I don't want you to continue doing what you're doing now.
Yeah.
David is set a 3 kilo weight loss target for his next appointment in 4 months' time.
4 months with a consultant, that's when we expect to see that weight loss and improvement in meal pattern for, okay?
Yep, no problem, I'll get to work on it.
Brilliant. You've got to see some commitment, and that's part of the reason why we give these weight loss targets. I think for David, it's portion size, so it is really, really important that he turns things around.
Laura and her family are back from their week-long all-inclusive holiday. Laura's gastric bypass operation will be in 6 days' time.
Do you want Mummy to hold it?
Only if she's stuck to her pre-operative liver-reducing diet and maintained her weight loss.
I haven't completely stuck to it. If I had salad and a bit of pasta, I didn't go up again and again and again. But I don't know if I've put on. But I'm a little bit excited because on the way out, I couldn't fit in the seat. I had to have like them for special people, you know, like the extra seats. And then when I've come back, I didn't have to. On Wednesday, I've got to go in for my pre-assessment to find out my weight. But I'm a bit worried.
Laura's final weigh-in is in 2 days' time. It's the morning of Terry's gastric bypass operation.
My temperature's been up and down all night. My blood pressure's been up and down. Probably nerves or something.
Hello, good morning. It's Lynn outside Level Theatre. I'm just ringing to see if you have Terry Gardner. And is it okay if we send? That's lovely. Thank you. Bye.
Mentally preparing myself. Healthy breakfast.
The big patients are always a challenge. Size itself is something we're getting used to in the NHS. One of the things that we do regularly to use this thing here called a hover mat. The machine there blows a large amount of air into this special sheet, and that sheet allows the patient to basically float on a cushion of air rather than us having to physically lift him.
The theatre equipment is designed to cope with the morbidly obese, but Terry is the heaviest patient the weight loss team have ever dealt with.
If we're looking at operating, we want to know that the person will fit on the table.
Surgeon Peter Small uses foot plates to hold Terry's 41 stone in place.
If we can tilt it, the internal organs will slip down so we can open up the spaces so they can see where we're trying to operate. Right, shall we try tilting the table?
At 30 to 40 degrees, Terry's bowel will drop down in his abdomen, creating more space for the surgeons to operate on his stomach.
Sweet round doesn't show me anything apart from fat, which is what I expect to see. He is to be congratulated on his liver reduction diet. He has reduced his liver.
Terry's liver is clamped out of the way, and Mr. Small cuts the stomach to create a tiny pouch the size of an egg, which will become Terry's new stomach.
So that is his gastric pouch. It used to be able to hold 1.5 to 2 litres of food. Won't.
Next, 2 meters of his intestine is bypassed and the remainder is joined to the new stomach.
I think it's going to stretch. I think his fat's...
Not too bad. So it's easy from here.
Famous last words.
Famous last words. There we are. What's the operation done now? My hope for Terry 9 months from now is he'll have lost 10 stone. I would expect him to be down to 30. Happy days. Not as hard as it could have been. Let's just hope the stitching holds.
At 29, 6'7" and 41 stone 11, Terry's heart and lungs are fine. He won't need to go to intensive care.
Is that all right? Yeah?
The total cost of Terry's treatment on the weight loss ward is around £18,000.
Just need you to wake up and get moving again, OK?
But the cost of drugs for heart disease, diabetes and high blood pressure over a lifetime would be much higher.
No, got shot. It is. Little hole thing put in your skin and split about the size of a jammy dodger. The head on it.
It will come at a cost, but my hope is that we get his weight down when he gets off to work. That's the costs to the country and the savings to the country, but then you talk about Terry himself and the change in the person, his lifestyle, how he gets out with his kids, plays with them. You can't put a cost on that.
The surgeons have done their job. Now it's up to Terry. "24 hours after major gastric surgery, Sunderland Royal's heaviest weight loss patient, Terry Gardner, is up and about. And 2 months later, he's got a new lease of life, using his stairs at home for the first time in 2 years.
Well, at least you're getting yourself out a little bit more nowadays, you know. That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Wait, what any jobs you got doing?
I've got a couple of bits and
His brother Tom owns a second-hand shop, and he's roped Terry into helping out.
Oh, not the big fella. I've always loved second-hand shops, and a lot of people turn around and say, oh, you've got that much junk, you should open up your own shop. So I kind of did.
I don't know, that Tom I wouldn't have been able to fit by here over a year ago.
Well, no, you couldn't.
Tom's success in this growing market has led to him opening a second shop, and in an area with little work, there's an opportunity for Terry.
That would actually be my ultimate goal for him, to actually be able to run one of the shops. I mean, obviously he's limited to what he can do at the present moment in time because he's still a fair size. I've seen over 100% improvement on his mobility. Before, he wouldn't even venture out the house. Now he goes out, he does shopping, he travels around by bus and that, and people are starting to see him out and about again.
Terry's booked in for a checkup 2 months after his operation.
244.8.
He's down to 38 stone 7.
It's fantastic.
He's lost almost 9 stone in 11 months.
Better than him.
The important thing is, though,
it's coming off.
For the best results, Terry should be eating 3 small, healthy meals a day and avoiding all sugary food.
The only problem I have had, my wife tried to poison us.
She got me message then.
What? No, got like some low-fat sweet puddings, and I get like the low-fat custard. Basically, what happened is she put that much custard on the 2 puddings and mixed her pudding up with mine, and hers was jam roly-poly. So I went like that, and that was it. I was out for it, like you know.
Right. So, I mean, it's a way of getting the milk in the puree stage, certainly.
Ice cream, lovely and soft and that, you know. It was Mr. Whippy, wasn't it? So...
Not exactly Mr. Whippy. I'm a bit worried about it, you know.
I have had a packet of crisps, but I don't go down them lines.
I mean, if you're going to eat a packet of crisps, you're going to be full on a packet of crisps. Hence, you're not going to really want your meal, and that's what I'm worried about.
Fizzy drinks, I can't stomach whatsoever. I have tried them. I've got like a light headache.
Eating habits, we've got to really, really keep them on track. But again, it's fairly typical. People do try and push things that little bit. The thing is, you're honest, and that I'd rather you tell us what you're doing rather than telling me what I want to hear. It's not as if he doesn't know where he's going wrong. However, it's making people change. You've got to be careful. As I say, I don't want you to drift back into your old habits, and that's so dangerous.
I don't want to. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that, I'll be honest.
If Terry wants continued success, he must stick to the new regime for life. David's due back at the hospital.
That's almost ready. You want to come?
He's been set a weight loss target to lose 3 kilos for his next appointment.
When Dad had the stroke, the first thing I went and said is, right, what have I got to do to make sure he's all right? Right, steady away. Your back's starting to hurt. I'm perspiring like crazy. I love him a bit. I wouldn't dare let anyone else look after him. I want to make sure it's done right, so I'll do it. It's all the substance off you. You can go ting, because you're done.
David's seen how quickly Terry's weight is dropping off, and he can't wait to get on the list for surgery. 4 months after his initial appointment, he's back for his weigh-in.
I don't snack. I'm eating more fruit. Have a banana in the morning, apple at dinner time or something like that. The salads and everything's fine by us. Oh, I've gone up. I've changed my diet. I'm eating vegetables, I'm eating salads, chicken, fish. You know, I love tuna steak. Good it is an understatement.
David was asked to lose 3 kilos for this appointment, but he's put a kilo on. He's now 30 stone 4.
Very simple overall. He's not burnt off what he's been eating. If you're not very active, you don't need more than a couple of thousand calories a day. Seems to be a conundrum that not very many people can get their heads around. Right. What did you think your weight was going to be today?
I thought it was going to come down. 3, maybe 4 kilograms. So I'm not doing something right.
Have you made changes?
I've made changes. I've started walking. Dietary changes. I haven't really changed the portion control kind of thing. It's still largest portions.
Right. I want to see the weight loss target met From what you're saying, you've still got large portions.
Yeah.
And that needs to be trimmed
I'm not going to lie to you, Doctor. To waste time lying.
Yeah, I don't want you lying. Just get the smaller plate.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll get around to it.
Good stuff.
Thank you very much.
Cheerio.
He's right. I need to actually put my ideas up. And that's what I'll be doing.
Yes, he has made changes, but not enough yet. So until we get those changes, we're not really going to progress towards surgery.
3 months on, David's dad has had another stroke, but David has still managed to lose 4.5 kilos. He's down to 29 stone 6, and he's hoping he'll be listed for surgery soon. With 3 days to go to her surgery, Laura's coming in for her final weigh-in. But to get her gastric bypass, she must be 124 kilos, 19 stone 7.
I just feel like today when I get weighed, what's going to happen? Are they going to go ahead if I'm over?
You don't worry about it. Your driving test was worse than this.
Laura Ann Lamb, please.
Oh my God, is this for hippos?
Just stand on the scale. Do you think you've put weight on? 126.
She's gained 2 kilos. That's £4.6.
Right, a few questions now. In the past, have you ever had any blood pressure problems?
No.
Can you lie flat without any breathing difficulties? Comfortable?
Yeah.
Do you ever get palpitations?
Yeah,
or
sometimes, but I suffer from anxiety.
Any diabetes?
No.
Do you ever get confused?
No.
Right, you've put 2 kilograms on.
Because Laura's put on weight, the nurse needs a second opinion.
Oh, Mr. Small, it's Carol Cook, the pre-assessment nurse. Just put weight on. She was 124 kilograms and now she's 126.
But, I mean, she could still say no.
Right.
Oh, God.
Right, I will.
I feel ill now.
Right, OK. She's been on holiday and forgot about sticking to the diet. All right. I've just spoke to Mr. Small on the telephone, and he's not happy that you have put on weight.
Yeah.
He wants you from now to really stick to the diet. You may have your operation cancelled and you haven't lost your weight.
Yeah. I'm not taking it lightly, and I know I've put myself in this situation. I know that.
Well, you'll do it in the next few days. I'm sure you will.
Laura will be weighed again in 3 days' time. If she hasn't lost 2 kilos, she won't get her surgery.
That's fine.
6 months after his gastric bypass, Terry is down to 34 stone, and he's making some big changes.
Yep, here they are.
His family are on the move to a bigger council house, with facilities more suited to Terry.
I haven't slept in 2 years upstairs. Given the weight issues, I was 47 stone. I was uncomfortable about going up the stairs.
At 34 stone, he'll still need his reinforced bed.
Finally be able to get washed in my own home. Been fantastic.
He hasn't been able to take a bath in the old house for years.
Wow. I've been going elsewhere to have like washers, like the local swimming baths, rather than using the kitchen sink. Walk-in shower facilities. A lot better than what I had, getting over the bath and everything. I couldn't even get in the bathroom and that. But it's fantastic, it's out of everything I need. Hello? Hello? It's where my bed's going. Very wonderful experience, actually, being able to sleep in a bedroom for once.
He's done great. Yes, I'm very pleased with him. Always on the go. But it'd be nice to get the living room back.
Realistically, I would like to be about 16 stone, but I've got like all the loose skin. Obviously, it's something I've gone through. I've have to put up with. It was me that neglected my body in the first place. I would like tummy tuck or something to less strain on my body and everything.
If you've got an apron of skin slapping off your knees, the problem is that 2 or 3 stone of that is actually going to be the skin that will be removed. So he would be a special case. So he's probably got a few more operations ahead of him.
I can put my arms around him now, so that's a big. Before I couldn't cuddle him or anything.
18 months ago, Terry was 47 stone, housebound and virtually unable to move. It's his 30th birthday, and he's lost a total of 15 stone. He now weighs 32 stone.
You've got a new person. It's almost magical. He'll have lost my body weight since we first met. More than. That's scary. I'm no lightweight.
Next time,
Be right to move. Saying like 112 to 116. Can we just try on another floor? Let's just make sure. At 128, I'm too fat.
Lovely. I love licorice all sorts. Oh.
You're like a kid in a candy shop, Doreen.
This is my last chance to live beyond the next few years.